All right, everybody, welcome back to another video here on Financial Friends. I want to say thank you for joining me in today's video. If you were excited to hear about some of my favorite books, go ahead and hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, go ahead and subscribe. Also, comment down below before I even get into my favorite books. What is your favorite book? Doesn't have to be finance, doesn't have to be anything specific. What is your favorite book? So without further ado, we're going to get into some of my favorite books. These are just a few of them that I have read so far that I'm excited to kind of share with you guys. And there is no particular order as to how good these books are. I do kind of have a slight personal favorite just because it was the first one I really dove into. But without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started. So the first book is going to be The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley. This book is pretty interesting. I think that, with becoming rich and becoming wealthy, people assume that you just automatically buy nice things, have big homes, have big cars. And this book kind of debunks that and actually says, well, you probably shouldn't accumulate all of those things. It talks about how the wealthy people operate, how they think, what they invest in, what they drive. You can even see on the back here, what do they do, where do they shop, et cetera, et cetera. So this book is mainly for people, and I kind of am going to leave a little note at the end of each one as to who this is for. This book is for anyone who thinks that they want to get rich and not become wealthy. So what that means is there'll be a video link card somewhere up there. I have a video on what it means to be rich versus what it means to be wealthy. Basically, becoming rich means getting a bunch of cars, jewelry, clothes, that type of stuff, and not building assets, building true financial freedom and wealth. This book is for anyone who thinks they want to do that instead of becoming wealthy. Or if you just want to know what wealthy people are interested in, what they do. All right, next up, Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin. Also, it was by Joe Dominguez. He has since passed, and the book has been updated by Vicki Robin. This book very simply outlines 9 ways to become financially freedom, or attain financial freedom, rather. So it underlines 9 steps that you should go through, and it will kind of give you a complete overview of your financial picture, and then some steps to take to then lower expenses, raise income, and kind of what you should be thinking about in terms of your finances as a human being and as someone who's trying to become financially free. Obviously, this book is for any of those out there who want to improve their financial situation, have a better understanding of what they are doing and why they're working towards, having more money. And also for anyone who wants to become financially free, this is a fantastic read. I don't want to give spoilers in any of these, but basically the first thing is in the book is just an overview of everything you own, every single thing you own, and any liabilities that you have. So it's a very do along with the book, right? You might want to read step 1, go and do that. Read step 2 or part 2, and then go ahead and enact that or do that in real life. Step 3, and so on and so forth. So this could take you a very, very long time to read, or you could read through it once and then go back through and do every single part of the book. But it is a fantastic read no matter what part or stage you are in your financial picture. Next up here, and again, this is my personal favorite, although these are in no order, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. If you are over here on my YouTube channel from Public, you will know this book. Mr. Morgan Housel was on Public and he answered some questions and stuff about the book, and they also gave a few of these away. This is a fantastic book. Amazing book. I recommend this to anybody because money affects us all. But if you were interested in finance at all, in any capacity, you should have 100% read this book. It talks about how finance and numbers and money are not just one thing. We're human beings. We have feelings. We have emotions. Different things happen. We prioritize different things. And why do we prioritize those things? How does that affect our financial picture? This book covers all of that. It's fantastic. Fantastic. But it's an amazing book. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to give too much away. Go ahead and read this book. I absolutely love it. There are going to be links down below to all the books. You can go ahead and pick them up off Amazon if you're interested in doing so. I do get a little kickback, so if you want to help support the channel, that's a not free, but that is an easy way to do so. Definitely check out this book. Overview on how we think about money, why we think the way we do, and how, well, it says here, timeless lessons on wealth, greed, and happiness. That's about sums it up. Almost dropped it. Next up here is a follow-up to that one, how I invest my money. Within The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, he kind of goes over how he invests money, how he personally thinks of it. 25 versions of that are held within this book, including Mr. Morgan Housel's. So Joshua Brown and Brian Portnoy, they are the editors, as you can see. They did not write this book. They actually reached out to 25 financial experts and asked them how they invest and how they manage their funds, and it is fantastic. This is really for anyone who is kind of stuck and they know they're interested in finance, they know they want to learn about finance and get started with investing, but they don't know necessarily where to invest, why should I have an emergency fund. This book and these 25 fantastic financial experts kind of give their own personal reasons. Obviously, it's not financial advice. It's literally their own personal situation and opinion, and it is fantastic. So I highly recommend, if you are someone who is new to finance, new to investing, definitely give this book a read. You're not going to regret it. You're going to get 25 completely unique opinions on how to manage money and how to invest. And last but not least, I took the cover off of it, but it is Invent. Let's see if we can get it without. Invent and Wander, the collected writings of Jeff Bezos. This book was kind of collected by, there's 20-some different shareholder letters from 1997 all the way up until 2019. So 4 or 5? And these were kind of put into writing by Walter Isaacson. I'm not sure if you could see that there. And then the last part, or the second part of the book, is a bunch of writings from Jeff Bezos. And I have not finished the book yet. I'm only through part of the shareholder letters. But if you're someone who's interested in how founders operate, how they think, also how big companies operate, the startup of larger companies, or Amazon in general, it's a fantastic read. So far throughout the first part, it's just the shareholder letters and kind of how he keeps this very consistent message throughout each iteration of every year's shareholder letter, of this is our goals, these are our missions, this is what we're trying to accomplish, and this is how we've done on that, this is how we plan to go forward. And then he does answer some, very interesting questions in the second part. That's kind of what piqued my interest of reading this book. Questions like why he went from a hedge fund to selling books, creating wealth, where Amazon Web Services came from, Alexa, AI, machine learning, the Washington Post, buying physical stores and Whole Foods. So it talks about a ton of different things regarding Amazon, but if you're interested in larger companies or Amazon in general, it's a fantastic book to read. I would definitely recommend it. So with that being said, all of the links to these books are going to be down below. If you want to help support Financial Friends, you can purchase through that link on Amazon. I do get a kickback for that. And if you want to go ahead and shop elsewhere and save some money, because again, we're all about financial awareness and being financially smart, go ahead, search the internet, find these books or audiobooks wherever you so choose. I definitely recommend all of them. If I had to pick one for you to read and only one, you could probably tell by my reaction, it's going to be The Psychology of Money. Then I would kind of leeway that right into this book here. I think it kind of gives, it's a good dual read, essentially. You want to follow one by the other, a good sequel. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found something useful or a couple new reads that you can have from this video, and have a great day.